Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, morning, evening, depending where you are in the world. Happy Monday, unless you're in Australia, and New Zealand, unless you're Tuesday. Oh my goodness. My brother subscribed. Who would believe it after all these years of doing YouTube? He's finally subscribed. Welcome, my eldest brother, Daniel. Love it, Rosa. Great to have you here. Happy Monday to you. My audio, there we go. Welcome, LDS Studio. Nesta is here. Welcome back. Davy, great to have you here as well. Good morning to you, Cheryl. Great to have you. Good evening to you, Angela, all the way in England. Oh my goodness, Mr. C is making noises. Got Jen here as well. Great to have you back, Jen. That's my bro. Great to have you here. You are going to bed though, I know that because we just spoke. But just... There you go. Wake up a little bit, Daniel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So weird, my other stuff's not working. Oh no. I think I've deleted some files by mistake. I was cleaning out my computer before the stream. So no more pigeons. They're gone. Got a bus stop there. So we've got some things going on. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Finally he subscribed. My YouTube channel has only been going on for September the 20th, 2006. After 1,000 videos, he suddenly decides to subscribe. Oh, nice. Pleased you enjoyed it. We were just talking about that on Friday. Hey, Superstar Nicole, great to have you here. Welcome. And Tanya as well, another superstar. Modesto is here. I'm doing great. No, the pigeons are gone. I deleted them. I don't know what to do. I don't know where they went. Yes. Simply because I've been working all weekend, so I thought I've only had like 5.5 hours sleep so far. So I thought it'd help me because I got work to do after this, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's have fun. Yeah, right. You know I've been on YouTube. You know.
You know. See, my brother Daniel
doesn't know.
I've got all these effects.
So you do know.
You do know. Why not? Why not? Welcome back, Michelle. Hope you're well. I don't know. I might hold that grudge. Do a hypnosis for some grudge. Maybe. Not convinced. Not convinced. I saw Kevin was here earlier on before the show. Hey Steph, great to have you here. Welcome back. Meds here as well. Welcome, welcome, all the way in Richmond. We got people all over in different places. I don't know. Maybe she's just about to pop on. I can't believe my stuff one. No, this one's gone. This one's still here. My fishes are gone. Oh, the crack one is there still. Please say this is here. Okay, this is not good news, everybody. My app one has disappeared. I knew I shouldn't have do things when I'm tired. It's disappeared. Cannot believe it. And I deleted my trash can thing, bin. So weird, I did not think I cancelled all those. Deleted. My brother's first stream, and I've ruined it. What am I to do? Jeez. I hope I have them backed up in my my Final Cut Pro program. I wonder if I've got an end screen. I don't know if I've got. Let's see if this works. Okay, even more trouble. Even more trouble. I've lost my intro to my podcast. What are we to do? We've lost everything. Every file. The countdown worked. Does this work? No, I got no call to actions. No swoosh. Oh, that does work. All these buttons. All the files have gone. Pressing button. Oh, it appeared. Okay, we got one. That's one I really wanted. Yes. Oh, what happened? Is this like a delay? Okay, we're back in the game. Thank goodness. Okay, let's test it. And then I'll know why it all went wrong. And then I'll know I have to fix it. Ready. That one didn't work though. Okay, we got the main ones. I think... I didn't even press the button over here. Welcome. There you go, Tanya. I know what I did wrong, but I need to correct it because that's not right. So I paused my syncing on my Dropbox because I was moving all these files off my computer. And now I thought I'll just quickly resume it. Resume. Is that, or is there just a huge lag? Oh. There we go, everybody. We did it. We are back in the game. I will fix that later. everything was going on. But we got the swoosh. I don't sing. Yeah, it is a car crash of a stream. Brotherly love. Okay, but we're cool though. We're back. So take that. Take that. Yes. Great to have you here, Mina. Welcome back. Did I miss anyone else when I was having a mini breakdown of what was happening? Hey, Joe. You need the power? Well, let's see if we can do that. I had a great weekend teaching. So that was fun. Oh, yes. Yes. I'll have to remember. Remember. Okay, we're back. We're back. So we are streaming on different platforms as well. And I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. East Coast. 11 p.m. in the United Kingdom. And there's going to be episode 843. If you are new here, like my brother, who just finally subscribed to my YouTube channel, despite having it since, what did we say, 2000 and something? 2006. I do hypnosis. We do coaching. Monday is more coaching. Hypnosis is on Wednesday. Friday is more of a chill out. We have this pre-chat where we have a little chat. And then we do the content of the podcast. And then we have a little chat. I'm so pleased we avoided the crisis of all the things going wrong. Let's see if this works. Yes. I like it. So awesome. Okay. Yeah, we finished the training fully. And like, I don't know, like 15, 20 master practitioners out into the world. Which was amazing to be a part of. That's what I like about teaching. That's what I like about teaching. Let's get the power. Yes, let's do. I know. They're back though. They always come back. Don't they? In general, like sending messages from one place to another. Yeah, chat about life. Pre-chat. And then we'll get into today's content. Oh no. You're back though, Kevin. You missed it. All the tech was going wrong on me. The scenes were not working. The buttons, I was pressing buttons, nothing was working. But we're here now. We're here now. Thank you, Cheryl. That's so kind. Thank you for your YouTube comments as well. I just cannot keep up. I cannot keep up with that, with the YouTube comments at the moment. That might have been for a different song. Well, it will be now because it's a different song. Hey, Cassie, great to have you here. Hey, friends, nice to see you all. We got the power. We got the power. Yes. So, the other part's not good. Is that what you pretty much said, Kevin? Because if it's not good, am I just meant to presume that it's bad? Is that what you're saying, Kevin? We should never do the pre-show community chat. Just go straight into the content. And then I don't even have to go live anymore. I just record it. So we should do a poll. Thanks to Kevin saying he's just waiting for the good part because the rest is terrible. Horrible. So you're trying to reframe it. Do you plan your content weekly? I feel curious about a strategy of creating. So yeah, I work most days. Saturdays can be on and off, like half days. And then on Sundays is when I usually create my content. And so I just use that to go, okay, 3 titles, 3 thumbnails, set it up on the software, so it's like pre-scheduled. Today I didn't because I was working yesterday, like teaching. So I was unable to do it, so I had to quickly do today's. Oh, and on Wednesday, because you requested it, we're doing the hypnosis around the haters, the critiques, the negative energy people trying to bring you down. So we're gonna do a live hypnosis session around that topic, and then I will make it into a night version for those on the app. So that's awesome. That's what we're doing is on Wednesday, and on Friday I have no idea yet because like I said, I've only had 5.5 hours sleep. But I need to get like Monday and Wednesdays in. And See? Were you hating on the first part? Are you hating on bad technology? That's true. Yes. I'm just catching up with the comments here. I've actually got self-esteem good to go. If it's not out already. I hope I didn't delete that. No. No. So, the bonus sleep hypnosis session for Esteem. Let's see. Okay, it's not out yet, but it has been scheduled. And we have the day version already. Episode 822 is the self-esteem hypnosis session, and then I'll have a sleep one coming out next week, I think, then. We could do a Q&A on Friday. Shall we do a Q&A on Friday? Say yes in the chat or no in the chat. Yes or no for a Q&A. Because it's been 6-8 weeks, right? I think it was actually before I left to England. So we could do a bit of a Q&A. I'm the same. I need a good 7. I need... If I have 5.5 hours, but then I have just a 15-20 minute power nap, I've got that on the hypnosis app, I'm fine. All I need is sometimes 10 minutes of closing my eyes. It takes me 10 minutes to get to that 10 minutes, to then get out of that 10 minutes. So it's really 30 minutes. But that 10 minutes between the other minutes is really, really good. Really good for me. But I'm here. I didn't want to cancel. Nice. Feels like that to me. Got some lyrics going on here. It seems to be elusive. Is that the right context? So we got a yes, we got a yes. We got didn't sleep. Aww. We should do a game stream again, right? I feel like that's for special occasions. You know, where we do like a, whatever we used to call it. A quiz. It was a quiz. Hey Eric, great to have you back all the way on Facebook, all the way from Cincinnati. So if people say yes, yes, we haven't got any no's yet. I don't know what that question is. Or the answer to that question. Is it true that sleep process works in waves of... In what? The whole sleep process? Like every 3 hours? There used to be a thing where people would go, well, if you have like 2 hour... No, it's less than that. It's like 4 1 hour naps. It was the equivalent. I don't know. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Did I say I was going to cancel? Anything for a special occasion? How about the 850th? That's 7 episodes away. Nice. We should do a game stream. I've just got to come up with questions. Or if someone gets me the questions. Welcome back, Karen. How you doing? I cannot remember. Like I've heard of you don't get a complete 3 hours, you interrupt. Oh, I see. Well, that kind of does make sense. So, for example, on my recording sleep system thing, it always kind of tells me the REM sleep, the deep sleep, and it's hard to get into deep sleep, right? So if you're not having that, and look how bad all this is. Here's my, look at all those red. It says I got 6 hours, 10 minutes actually. Efficiency wasn't good. Readiness is fair. No deep sleep. REM sleep. Bit of deep sleep. Timing, pay attention. So it wasn't that good. Had a heart rate a little bit more than I wanted. So not good at all. And I got more warnings there. They should all be blue, but they're either pink or red. Not cool. Not cool. Hey Trish, great to have you on the stream all the way from Fairport, New York, USA. Great to have you. There we go. Ah. Yeah, you need to rest up too. How are you supposed to pay attention? Well, it's more for after. Like, pay attention, you need to go to bed earlier the next time. Because I was terrible. I shouldn't beat myself up, but I went to bed at 1 o'clock. But I felt like I had no time to relax. I was like, well, I'm going to relax. Well, I want to relax a little bit longer before I go to bed. And then I was like, oh, I've still got to be up early. And then that all happened. I banned you from answering because you thought I was cheating. I guessed 1982 for a really hard question. I picked it up before. Yeah, well, banned again. There's actually a ban button I can press right now next to this comment. I can just go ban. Rapid eye movement. You know when people are asleep? Same as thing in trance. When you know when someone's in a trance, they do that rapid eye movement. Not the band. Not the band. Great band, but not the band. Truth. I know. Just because we did a training and I worked like we were doing the training, and then I had to do some more work. And then I ate late. And then I was like, well, I need to relax. And then it all happened. I just, seriously, I knew the answer, but I cannot remember. I just cannot remember. I cannot remember. I can remember. You go to the app and type in memory. There's a free memory ones and there's paid ones as well in the app. We're learning revision, and also a memory one. So yeah, it's in the app. I'd listen to that. But the other things you can do, can't really. Depends what your learning strategy is for memories. Like you can put visuals to things to make it more rememberable. Yes. We should get going. Thank you for keeping the time. I love it. It is about that time. So enough of me talking and you chatting. We will just talk with the power talk of episode 843. Quick hydration break. And I'm all out of not magnesium, maybe the other one at the moment, so I should be getting delivered today. So I think that's been a bit of an issue. Yeah, we don't want a short stream. I can't make it a long stream because I've actually got some work I have to do before I stop. No, I've never been a fan of gin and tonic. Today is just red leaf. Just the red leaf pre-workout, which has all the healthier caffeine. But let's go for it. Let's turn down this music. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Episode 843. 843. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough and this is episode 843. Now, in today's episode, I just thought it'd be a good idea to have a bit of a power talk. I'm ready to get things going. I'm ready to get my life in order, to get my goals, get my dreams. And that is what my intention is for today. But be warned, sometimes, the things I say may be pushing up against your boundary. And I don't say those things for any other reason but to hopefully get you to the truth, to really figure things out. So you get to go, okay, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm really seeing the clarity here, where we don't just become a product of our experience. We don't have to. Whatever you've been through, you do not have to keep on repeating the same stories, the same beliefs, to carry on what people have told you or the events that you went through. I believe it is your birthright to be able to live a life which is one of love, fulfillment, passion, purpose, to hit your goals, whether it be financially, career, relationships, or just on the inside, to know that you are enough, that you're worthy, that you're deserving, that you're capable. So sometimes we do need to shine a light in those places in our life that need attention. We need to be able to put our mind there, because otherwise they're just in the darkness. They're still within us, and that's not going to serve you. Even if we bury those things down, it's still there. We don't want repressed memories, emotions, and conflicts, because you still experience them by the symptoms that you have as you go throughout life. You see, if you go through events, it's still going to be highlighted, because what we do in one thing, we tend to do in many things. So the stories that we tell ourselves, which we've assumed to be true, and when I say about pushing up against your boundaries, I'm not saying that you created it, as in you created that event or the environment which caused that pain or conflict or limiting belief or all those symptoms. I'm not saying that. But I am saying somewhere along the line within us, some part of us did. A part of us unconsciously assumed that habit, that behavior, that feeling, or those emotions, or those belief systems that are getting you caught up, or are getting you to be self-sabotaged. But that is also good news at the same time, because it means it's within you. And if it's within you, you have the ability to control it. It may take time, but it's not like we've got to go back into the past or find the people who are a part of that conflict. You don't have to give your power away to the past or to those people, because it's within your mind. Your beliefs are held within the unconscious mind. Your emotions are held within the unconscious mind. These habits and behaviors are being run and maintained at the unconscious level. So let's take a time to consider what you want out of life. How do you want to be? What changes have to be made? And it could be in a certain area, it could be in every area, it could be external to the internal. But decide upon it. You see, if I ever want to work with a client, I want to make sure that they are choosing over fear, but they're ready to go all in to work within my program. I don't want people who aren't going to show up, who aren't going to follow the system. You see, those who are successful practice a discipline of following the steps. And even if you don't know the steps, you don't have to right now. Because even if you did, let's just say you're going through something like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. The chances are, if someone gave you the solution right in front of you, you might doubt it because you believe you're broken. You might go, it works for others, but not for me. You might even sabotage it to prove the belief that we're not good enough, right? So forget about the how for a moment. Let's look into the why. Why is it important for you to change and transform your life? Like, why is that important to you? How is it going to have an effect on your life if you were to make that change? How would it transform and transcend all the areas in your life? Where it be financial abundance, like to get the money, because that money Because I always say you don't want money, you want what money gives you, which could be peace of mind, security, it could be travel, the experience, it could be to give to your community. So think about, look, if you were to make this change, what would it do for you? How would it allow you to live life in a different way than you are right now? Because in order to be that future you need to be a different person from what you are since these issues have arisen. Because you can't keep being the same person and expect those goals to just happen to you. People tend to live that way, unfortunately. And if you do, that's fine, because we can change it. That's the point of getting this going. But in order to get what we want, we need to change who we are, or discover why we want it, to get that leverage. You see, your unconscious mind only runs these issues, from the anxieties, the worries, the sabotage, the self-doubt, the things like blushing, fears, phobias, which creates, or let's make all the symptoms, which has an effect on those areas of your life. But if we discover why we want it, we may be able to leverage it at an unconscious level. You see, anyone who joins my program, I want 100 reasons as to why they should change. You're like, oh my goodness, 100 reasons? Yes. Because we need to discover how important it is for you. Because if it's not important to you, why would it ever be important to your unconscious mind? If our attention is only on the symptoms, of course, our unconscious mind is only going to be on the symptoms. You are the goal setter and your unconscious mind is the goal getter. So consider, if you're not focusing on what you want and therefore focusing on what you're presently creating, what are we sending to the unconscious mind? What kind of signal are we sending? And on top of that, maybe we're sending the signal of self-hatred because we haven't got our life the way we want it. Maybe we even then dislike the unconscious mind for running the behavior. It's easy to get resentful within our symptoms, but just remember what is running the symptoms, the unconscious mind. So therefore, we're always being resentful to that part of us which runs it. So rather than being resentful even, consider what you want. Why is it important? And how you're going to be if you are going to change your life. How are you going to be different? What new decisions do you need to make? What new thoughts do you have to have? What new disciplines? You see, some people say they cannot be disciplined, but they're disciplined in many other things, like getting dressed in the morning. I hope so, anyway. Disciplined to brush our teeth every day, or twice a day. I hope so, anyway. You see, we are disciplined in so many things, and that is the unconscious, of course. But we're not always that disciplined for ourselves, for our own happiness, our own future, because we're so hypnotized by the past and the events, by society, that we're not enough to get that. Well, decide today you are ready to get that, but you're ready to welcome it by taking action upon it. The first step of all transformation is the assumption of responsibility for self to get you over that line. So in other words, to be the cause of your life rather than being an effect of it. The cause and effect. Are we just an effect of our past? Are we just going to be the effect of what that person did or said to us? Even though we may have grown up in lots of abuse growing up, do we want to carry on that same level of expectation of pain? I would say no, not today. Not today. Today you get to decide a new path on your terms. And although it may be tricky at first, because I always imagine it like being an overgrown garden, and because of the issues that you've had, you've been walking down the same pathway for so long, the same story, the same reasons, the same excuses, the same feelings, the same belief systems, the same outcomes, the same results. But that pathway is so easy to walk down because it's been so well trodden. So if you are going to change, you need to start taking a new pathway. And I imagine that overgrown garden being like the brain, the neural networks. It's been so used to firing off the synaptic nerves and gaps, or through the gap, that it's become easy to just be resigned into the pain, or to resign to even think that it's normal. How many people in the world just think pain of anxiety and fear not being enough is normal? It's normalized. It's even expected. But it doesn't have to be that way. We can start to expect something new. And yes, it takes time to go down that new pathway. But like anything, it starts with that single step. The second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, until you start getting momentum. So with that discipline of going, I'm going to do what I want, because some people, here's the other thing. People want freedom from their issue. But in order to get freedom, you need discipline. You need commitment. You need that consistency. Because that creates you the emotional freedom. It creates the abundance of relationships, of career, of finances. That discipline that we start to put into our life allows us for time back, because after all, we're spending, think about how much time, and this could be a wake-up call, an important one. How many hours of the day do you think you may experience this thought, this feeling, the symptoms, the anxiety, the worry? Think how much time we're spending. And then think about that over the week, over the months and the future years. Are you prepared to keep going that way? Decide not today. Decide on something new. Decide to kind of recommit to yourself, to your passion and your purpose. And the reason why I like people to get to the reasons of change, because you need a big depth of vision. At the moment when people have issues, their immediate thought is just the present. Now, of course, anxiety can be longer than the present, because it could be like next hour, the next day, the next week, but that's still short vision. I'm talking about over the years, your depth of vision. Because there's so much more to discover. There's so many more things that your solution and your freedom will actually give you than you can even imagine. It's hard to even imagine it because we're so focused in this present state. But you need to go ahead and say, not today. I'm going to choose something else. I'm going to look for the deeper purpose, the deeper vision. And I've said this one before, but it's like, what is the depth of vision of an acorn, right? Is it just to nurture and feed the animals, like the squirrels and things? Is it to become a tree? Is it to become many trees? To be a forest? Is the depth of vision even more than that? Does the tree now, or the acorn, but eventually become things like for what we need, like houses, books, beds? There's so many things, but in the beginning we think that acorn, well, all it is an acorn, but no, not today. That acorn has so much more potentiality, just like you. But when we're living through the eyes of anxiety and fear, worries and doubts, it's easy to be limited in what is possible, because that is your comfort zone. But we must assume responsibility. When we're unable to change a situation, we're challenged to change ourselves. Viktor Frankl. So today, we go, well, not today. Am I going to stay the same? Today is going to be a different day. Tomorrow will be a different day from last week. You see, usually we compare ourselves to other people. So easy to do, because society is built that way in many ways. It's all marketing, it's all sales, it's all keeping up with Joneses. There's always this what we're expected to become. These expectations are never going to really make us feel valid. But maybe today we go, I'm not going to compare myself to others. I'm not going to compare myself to other people's situations or what they have or the life they have. I'm going to start comparing myself from where I am today compared to where I was yesterday, last week, last month, last year, since I was a kid. Maybe I'm going to start comparing myself because I'm deciding today, but every day I'm going to start to make that little improvement, because we know just from even like financial, you think, okay, well, if I just keep on earning 1% on my savings, it's not going to save. But no, we got that compound interest. We're going to get more. We're going to get more than we think than just the 1% over a period of time, because it keeps on growing from compounding. In the same way, your esteem will keep on growing the more you keep on doing. We need to not just think positively. We need to do the work. What are we doing and what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Is our mind on the problem, or is it toward where we want to be? Are we focusing like that analogy of, like, imagine you got that satellite navigation system, you open it up or you turn it on, and today you go, well, I'm going to focus on all the places and locations I don't want to visit today. I'm just going to put all of those in on that sat nav. When are you going to get to your eventual outcome? You're not. Well, anxiety and fear is just doing that. You're considering all the things you don't want to happen, so therefore you go there. Your unconscious mind is, well, I'm going to jump to that location of what could happen, where I could fail, where I could get rejected, where I could fear success, be found out. But not today. We've got to decide something new. We've got to go, I'm more than that. I'm more than my past. I'm more than the situations. In fact, the things that I've created within myself, which is easy to be done because they were big events, right? So we're not putting blame on self. This is empowering. We're saying that somewhere along the line, our unconscious mind made a decision to be this way for usually safety. So we can love that fact, not the behavior or the symptoms, but we can love the fact that our beautiful unconscious mind, which should be our best friend, not the one friend that we have all that negativity to, or shame about, or hurt, or anger, or sadness, or fear, or resentment. We should be taking that part of us, the intent, and going, you've been trying to do this for so long to keep me safe. That anxiety and fear, the I am not good enough to play small in this world, has been trying to keep me safe. So as we start to rebuild that connection with our unconscious mind, knowing that it only made those decisions based on what it knew at that time. Think about that for a moment. Let's just say most people tend to have their issues since their childhood. We've talked about it before in sociology. Your first 7 years at imprint, the next one is socializing, the next 7 years. Most issues are created there. Well, let's just say, and you can go back in your mind if you wanted to when you think of the origin of this, but what age was that? And then think, did you have much knowledge and understanding at that age? And the chances are, no, you did not. You didn't have the necessary resources, the experience, all of those things. You just didn't have that. You didn't have the idea to choose differently. So you just chose what you thought was right, unconsciously, which is going to be that fight and fly. It's going to be that freeze. It's going to be, well, I've got to be anxious to be prepared of all the things which could happen. I've got to be able to have this fear because I don't want to get found out. I don't want to be found out to be that imposter, to fail or be rejected. So that safety mechanism has been in place to try to protect you. And that is why we must reconnect with the unconscious mind to go, look, I appreciate what you've tried to do, but not today. There's going to be a new way where we get to decide and declare we're more than what we thought we were, and we're always going to be more than that. We can't contain our self-value because it is just, to me, infinite. You can't put it in a box. There's no aspect to it. It's like just who you are, but it's beyond what you know you are. So as we assume that responsibility, we start doing the work. And I always say that, doing the work. It doesn't have to be hard work. It's just got to be working upon yourself, where you're starting to go, hey, I'm more than this today. I'm going to double down on working on my esteem or getting that abundance or transforming my relationship with my partner or fill in the blank, I'm going to start putting the time in. I'm going to do less other things. And by other things, yes, I do. I mean, if you have this big goal and outcome to be free of something, so you know you're worthy and deserving, or if you want that money, if you want that relationship, if you want that career, if you want that business, well, you only have so much time in the day. There's always time, but we don't always value the time. We do, but we don't really weigh it up. We put more value into the social media platforms, just endlessly scrolling. We can all do it. We go onto things like the online streaming platforms to be able to get that TV show, that movie. We'll go out to dinner, or we sedate ourselves through drugs and alcohol or food to change our state. But think about how valuable is that in comparison to where you want to be? Because usually, as I said, we're short-sighted. We do the immediate thing, the instant gratification to get that freedom by being sedated. But not today. We've got to decide something different. So you can weigh up all the times, as I said earlier, how often you experience the issue, but then weigh up all the things that you do which is not helping you get out of that. Like I said, the social media or the streaming or going out to dinner. Not that any of those are bad things, because I do all those things. But I also don't have a pressing issue which is debilitating, where I feel so anxious that I'm not able to do X, Y, Z. So we've got to compare the two. Is this getting me what I really wanted? Yes, it gives me that bit of freedom, that bit of sedation from the wild stresses, but it's not the long-term transformation. We need to be able to go, look, I'm going to start to cut out of this temporarily. Switch off for Netflix for a while, or whatever it may be, and then connect to working on yourself. Why? Because you know those reasons. You know that is why it's so important. It's not about just being free of anxiety or free of not being worthy or enough. It is about knowing who you are. It is about knowing that you are enough. For you are worthy and deserving to have all those things, the experiences from the inside out. And that is the assumption of responsibility. Because when you assume that responsibility, you can start to assume a new reality. A new way of perceiving the world around you, where you get to project and radiate your desires rather radiating the counter. Where you go, look, I'm going to look for the opportunity. I'm going to create and project who I want to be. Because that belief system of say I'm not good enough, that is not who you are. It feels like it because we say I am fill in the blank. But it's not who you are because you haven't always had it. You've just assumed it to be true because of those events. So we have to start assuming something else by beginning to define what is our identity. What I always like we've got the 1.0 version of us, but we're going to go for all these different versions. The 2.0, the 3.0, the 5.0. But we can't stay stuck on the same version. We need to keep on growing and developing and adapting to where we want to be. So think about it as what is that depth of vision of where you want to take your life, those reasons, rather than the reasons to stay the same. To look for the depth of vision of what is possible, because you are that acorn, but there's so much more you could grow into and create. And the other thing, if we need more motivation for some people, is remember, you don't just change your life by changing, you change everyone in your life. So if you have family, if you have children, if you have a partner, if you have a business, if you have a career, it changes all of those things by showing up differently, knowing you're worthy, to become an example of what can be done. Because the chances are, if we said about, look, maybe it happened when we were younger, well, are we passing the same stories down to those in our life, and even worse, say our children, if you have children, unconsciously passing them down? You may be saying all the right, wonderful things, but unconsciously we're showing up through our physiology and our tone, or the outcome and the results we've got. We don't want to be carrying on those stories. So we say, not today. Today I decide my own story, not based on the past. I get to be the painter on a blank canvas. It takes time, but it's better than staying the same. Like using all that time and space for the rest of our life in pain. It's far better to start making those small changes, which then begins to compound that interest. Because I've been on both sides of feeling not worthy and deserving or capable enough. I know that I'm enough. Not from ego, but I just don't feel not enough anymore. I don't have that anxiety or fear. I just know that I'm enough. And I know which side I'd prefer to be. And that's one where I am. And the other thing is, if I can do it, you can do it. It is absolutely possible. But it took me some time. But it's possible. You have the ability. You have the resources. You may not have all the financial resources. If you have financial resources, I always say pay your way out of it as quickly as possible, because it will allow you to regain that. But even if you don't have the financial resources, you have the resourcefulness of you, because you are here today alive. You've adapted. If you're alive at this moment, you have the resourcefulness to keep on going. We just have to modify and take some different actions at sometimes. But we have to assume that responsibility. And also go, this thing I've been saying all year is that I get to work on myself. I get to work. I get to live that life that I desire. I don't need to stay the same. I don't need to work. I don't need to have that relationship. I get to have one if I choose. I get to wake up. I get to live. I get to love. I get to do the work. Because not many, or not everyone does. But you can, and you get to. And that gives us freedom of choice to do the work that we want, to experience the life that we want, to feel the emotions we've always wanted, even though we think it's impossible to get there, because that's one thing that usually happens. Because we feel broken, we think, or we've felt that way for so long, we can't imagine what it's like to be that way. But everyone who's made that change has felt that way too. But they still did it regardless, because they thought of those reasons why they have to change, but then they get to change because they have the power to do so. So assume that responsibility. Define who you want to become. Realize you're not your past. You're not the echoes of those words that were given to you or told upon you. Those expectations. That we don't have to sedate ourselves through the external, where we can nourish ourselves from the inside by developing that relationship with the unconscious mind, which has been trying to protect you. So you get to live and love life on your terms. So you're no longer a product of life. You allow life to be a product of what you choose to create. It is possible, but you've got to make that decision today. Every moment you get to decide. Remember that. Every moment you get to decide your state. It might be a struggle and battle at first, but ultimately you have that power of choice. No one gets you to decide how to feel. We may respond to that person or thing, but we're still doing it. We get to decide. It may take time to go down that new pathway in that overgrown garden, the neural networks, but you get to decide it ultimately, to chip away at it, to get moving, to do the things which have to be done, because you are worth it. So put a stake in the ground, decide and declare that you're going to get to where you want to be and do the work. Nothing is going to stop you. Nothing's going to get in your way. You can go around it, under it, over it, through it, but nothing's going to stop you. That you are going to move forward to be the person that you want to be on your terms. Not someone else's, not your past, not society. You get to decide that. So either way, right, we're deciding right now. And like I said, I'm pushing against values and boundaries right now, and that's okay. Embrace it or turn off. I don't really mind. There's just my opinion. And I always say, other people's opinions do not have to be your reality. They don't have to be your business. So feel free to disregard or discard one of the guards. Who knows? But feel free to just go, look, I don't believe in that. But sometimes when we get pushed upon, it actually shines a light of what we have to do. But that's up to you. That in every moment, in my belief, we have an opportunity to decide something else, to do something, to not do something, to look for a different feeling compared to the feeling that we have. Even if it's as simple as turning on that music that just gets you going, even if it means going outside to walk, to get some exercise in. To me, I think that is one of the best natural forms of therapy. That's why I run. Because when I don't run, I start to get depressed because my body, everyone's body needs to move as much as it gets the mental stimulation. You need to do those things. You get to do those things. But you get to decide in every single moment. And that's great news. Maybe hard in the beginning, as I said, but that's great news. It's not dependent on other people or other situations or your past. So with that, I hope you got value from this. Hopefully it kind of pushed you forward a little bit. Who knows? But of course, if you need that extra help, you can download my free hypnosis app at freehypnosis.app. And it's got so many things in it now that it's hard to even just go through it all. But ultimately, you have a free section, you have a hypnosis section, or just hypnosis in day and night form. You can heart it, you can repeat it, you can download it, you can put it into that sleep version. You can go ahead and do so many things. Like when you download it, it's good because that means you put it on airplane mode and it's not going to stop buffering and cut out the audio ultimately. You can create your own custom hypnosis sessions. You can, and they come in day and night form as well. Once again, freehypnosis.app. You've also got the 4-hour plus hypnosis sessions. Definitely download those because you don't want those buffering because they're kind of long in size, right? You got the morning meditations to create your day the way that you want because you get to decide to do that. You've got audio programs in there. You can also create playlists. You got a night and dark mode, or a night and a dark and light mode, or light and dark mode. But yeah, create those playlists so it goes all the way. And of course, if you are enjoying my work, please go ahead and leave a review on the app. You can do it within the app. It's on the main page. Scroll down if you don't see it. And that just means you get to maybe hopefully inspire someone else. Your words can make the difference. Just by writing a few words, get the app, or did this for you. Someone's going to go, because I always look at reviews before I download apps. People are going to see your words and go, I'm going to take a chance. Because that's a decision that they're going to be able to make. They get to make that decision, and your words could inspire someone. So I appreciate if you will do that. But with that, my friends, I look forward to speaking to you in a future episode, which will be a hypnosis session. And of course, if you've got the app, in the episode section, I'm putting bonus sleep sessions out at the moment. So you're getting sleep versions. For those who remember a part of the app, you're getting a sleep versions of the previous hypnosis session that I do. Okay? So enjoy those bonuses ultimately by being part of the app. But with that, I look forward to speaking to you on that next episode, which will be a hypnosis session all about how you don't have to buy into the haters, the negative people, the critics, so you can be resilient, powerful, and strong. And that's going to be in a day. And then the next episode, the next day once it's released, is going to be a sleep version. Many thanks and goodbye. Okay, welcome back. That was the episode 843 complete. Well, let's change up the music a little bit. Oh, where is it? It's over here. I haven't put it on my buttons yet. It was 4 minutes past 4. So I've got 10 minutes left before I gotta go. Hey, Will, great to have you. Great for you to be here. Thank you, Cheryl, as well. Yeah, do the work. Yes. Look at that. That's 100,000 reasons to change. Hey, Linda, great to have you here. Welcome. Freedom. Not getting any Facebook comments coming in, or other places for that matter. You are most welcome. There you go, you get to go to a dance class even. Yes, you do. Thank you, Jen. Oh, thank you, Karen. If you have not reviewed it, I'd really greatly appreciate it if you would. Where are all the Facebook people? We would never get LinkedIn people, or rarely I should say, or Twitch. But everyone seems to be on the YouTube these days. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Mina. Get to it. You get to it. And whatever happens, like, there's always support out there. Like, no matter what people are going through, like, where it be free work, like I try to do as many as free as possible, where it be like a local therapist or practitioner, whether it be a counselor, hypnotist, hypnotherapist, where it be a program of someone's, it could be a podcast, it could be a book, but there's so many opportunities that is possible. It could be even just a friend sometimes, right? And we've got a great support on the YouTube. I mean, of course, people here aren't, say, practitioners, but I mean, I'm talking about just like community really helps, like just helping one another, supporting one another. So, yeah. That's what we've got to do. There's always help out there. That's true. That is true. Yeah. I'm just gonna check if all my YouTube messages are coming through, because I've got that on the screen. I don't want to feel like I'm ignoring anyone. I don't think so. Just a quiet chatter. Okay, my friends, I've been streaming live for an hour and 10 minutes with how much did I say? 6 hours sleep. That's not so bad. It was just the up and being out, in and out, the lack of quality sleep. Thank you so much. Yes. So I gotta go simply because I've got somewhere else to be. and then I need, if I can quickly, I haven't got time to quickly edit this stuff, so I'll do it later or in the morning. I might give myself a break. No, couldn't catch it. Waiting for it. There we go. You are most welcome. Thank you for all being here. Hit that thumbs up on youtube.com/Joseph Clough. And then it just helps us grow and help more people. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I plan to. I might even have a bit of melatonin. You don't have that melatonin. We don't have melatonin over the counter in England, I don't think. There you go. You kind of need to do this voice. No? This one? Stand clear of the closing doors, please. I didn't do that well. The next train to Cambridge leaves at 6 p.m. Most welcome. Great to have you here, Jen. I've heard of that. I might have to get it. Might have to do that. So we are going to do a Q&A on Friday, just so you know, and a hypnosis session on Wednesday for the inner or critics and haters and things like that, as requested. Okay, my friends, I must go, and I will be back on Wednesday. Just in time for the music to stop here. Let's hope the end screen works. It should do now. Oh my goodness, 50 questions. You could only choose 5. What would they be? That's a question. Yeah. It just reminds me of going back to England. When I'm at like King's Cross station. The next train departing on platform. What was it, 9 1/4 or something? Something like that. Yeah. Do you know the other thing of why I'm going to move to YouTube as well, mainly and solely? Because I'm going to quickly show you this. Okay, because then I've really got to go. Let me show you this. Here we go. Look at that. Facebook just mutes my videos. And then look, I click on one. See the details. Continue. 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 You'll see. See how it's not grayed out? I can't tap the submit dispute. I can do accept changes or remove video, but you can't even see it because it's just whited out for me. So Facebook is ridiculous. So I don't want to show you all the other stuff, but all the other notifications people say, but look, all of those. That's what I get all day. Every time I do a video. Not cool, Facebook. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Great to have you here. And yes, we all have the power to move mountains. I know. If that happens on YouTube, it goes away. And they don't do it like for every single video that I do. And I've got all royalty-free music. I've got a yearly subscription, but I pay every year like $500-600 or something to use this music. Or any music. But then Facebook does that. And the annoying thing is it's censoring, it's muting the words of me because it mutes the video, right? So therefore I could be doing a hypnosis session like we do on Wednesdays. I could go deeper and deeper and it'll just be all silent. I don't know how long, 5-10 minutes, who knows? I love you too, Ruby. Thank you so much. Yep, gotta go. I've gotta go now, but thank you so much. But that's why, I don't know what, I'm not even getting Facebook comments on this stream. If we had some in the beginning, so I don't know what happened there. Facebook, sort it out. Stop censoring me. Stop it, quit it. But with that, it's time to shine. You get to choose, you get to live, you get to love. So let's do what has to be done, and I'll speak to you all on Wednesday. Many thanks, and goodbye. The video was there, just a slight delay. I was like, oh, but it's there, so it's all good. Good night. Or morning.